taking him by his side and, hey, come speak with me, I'm keynoting. And this is what it's about. It's about student voice. And I've been empowered, and many of you are looking to do the same thing with your students. And having a short time, because as a result of that, I began to notice things that were going on in my own community with people in my culture. I started off, I'm going to be honest, I failed four classes in high school. Didn't get my stuff together till my senior year. And that's when I'm like, man, shoot, I got to start reading. Because there's kids who are in third grade in this after-school program I was helping out with. And those kids were in third grade, fourth grade, and they couldn't read a lick. And I'm like, no, this ain't cool. This can't happen. So that's when I began to make moves, to move a little bit quicker. Now, being 20 years old, I started this thing in the city of Chicago called Rough Draft Chicago because we want to bring change. We want to bring change to those things that we see and notice in our communities. And we can talk about it, but it's not good to talk about it enough. It's to be about it. And that's why we're all here in this room right now. And one of my mentors, who's actually Isaiah, his father mentored me. And I have great mentors, Mr. Markey. But what he told me, and this is something I say every time I'm in front of a group of people, how many of you believe that youth, that students are the future of tomorrow? Give a hand clap. And this is the battle, because I disagree completely. Because it's the students who can make the biggest difference in change today. And it's us. I'm 20 years old, 18, man, if I would have got a group of my friends to move, man, imagine how powerful we could have been in our own educational system. That's crazy to think about. So I have this organization called Rough Draft Chicago, and we've been battling budget cuts and things of that nature that I didn't really know politics played a role in it until last year. So we were working with kids in GED programs, for reentry programs, kids on probation, and we were working in the city of Chicago, and we were getting 25 kids every week, every other week, and these kids wanted nothing to do with writing a language and poetry. And, we gave them the opportunity, for the first time for some of them, to tell themselves, to get that moment just to speak about who they are, language and poems. And man, we began to see some stuff. They're like, hey, can I bring my little sister? She's 7 years old. Great. Had a 50-year-old come through and share their story. And we found one thing in common. We were a group of diverse people. We had black, Latinos, whites, realizing that we weren't all that different. But at the same time, we had this common love for the land. And that's when we're like, we would look at each other like, man, I know your name. But now that you're telling your story, I understand who you are. And I think that's one of the most important things. So I'm supposed to talk about it. Yeah, Rough Draft Chicago, check it out. We're trying to build bridges. And the city of Chicago doesn't have many bridges, but we feel like we're always trying to cross them and build community. I was talking to, I made a few new friends. I'm the principal of Morton East. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names.
Mr. McMahon.
Mr. who?
McMahon.
Mr. McMahon. Talking to him. There you go, my friend. I'm sorry about that. Mr. Manola as well, who were talking about bridging gaps between the schools and districts, because I didn't have a friend in Proviso East growing up. I didn't have a friend in Proviso West or in York. I didn't have none of that. And that's what I've been thinking about. Because although those cuts took a dent into the organization, it's like, okay, how can we adjust? So if you guys want to do me a big favor and check out roughdraftchicago.com, just scroll down all the way to the bottom and just put your name, first and last name, and your email address. And we're looking to build an online community where we can find a way to bridge not only the districts but the people of Illinois, but the people from across, and have them blog, because I've been hearing some amazing things of the power of blogging. And with that being said, is it okay if I read my first blog, which is a poem, real quick? Is that okay if you take one more minute? And yeah, so this poem is called, this blog/poem is called Healing Pools. It's me being transparent. This year, I thought I was done scuffling with God, content with my humanity, fitted for my own skin. I jitter and itch in my living room. I tell my mother I am hungry. I am anxious to see a village sit by the stones they once cast at each other. Recently, I've bickered and shadow boxed with conscience over the loves I've lost. Such a movement at arm's length and tailored pants I've been afraid to outgrow. I called my mother, told her the jean jacket no longer fits. It happened again. She told me she is proud of her son for always giving. I poem with the fits the heart bouts with. Everything is allegory, lesson without chalkboard. With poems, I can be honest. I own my own narrative. Therefore, I must be prompted to tell. I am careful with conscience towards those who have wronged me, but honest because in these poems are healing tools. It is in this method of confrontation I've learned you can't sit elbow to elbow with your quarrels too long. Animosity is never a bone to sit well within, although believe me, I'm often pressed on the ironing board stiff-lipped, wanting to tell my villains how ugly they can be. But I believe God gifted me to love man for his mud. Be cool with the 11 or 8s that muck up my carpets, then kindly hold the back door open when they decide to leave. And I can't even question why they couldn't take their shoes off upon entering. Often, it might be required of the us to lose one to realize we gained the village. If it takes losing myself, losing pastors, lovers, friends to see the many, so it be. I will lose over and over again. I've learned my love is always selfish and never reluctant, unconditional, an air conditioner mid-July, but a frying pan to sweat over, worth tweeting about, Instagram posts or Facebook status, but for some reason, when this poet loves, he doesn't see himself losing slight sight of the many. Distractions come in different winds. Paycheck, degrees, careers, vehicles that take us somewhere, but nowhere. It's what we invest to all of us in the within until we become stretched thin. It is an achievement where we realize we have nothing, or being content with the medal or score and calling it a rival or home. The rule I twiddled the thumbs with after Miss B said I had no ambition to drive my junior year because I was kicking it with poems, theater, and passionless fruit is as reads below. And yeah, Miss B, you can see that sad emotion face here. That hurt. But it goes like this. If nobody could ride that bus or hop that train with me, what good is it? I know who I am, but I'm lost. Poet, preacher, almost teacher, tired and understanding. I can't make movements that will be everlasting alone. It's rough, and we make resonance with our quarrels and quakes. People will never want to hear that they hurt you. They will only want to hear that you've forgiven them. My poems are healing pools. Get your feet wet in the water. I'll be honest, I try to at least find someone to hold their breath while I catch mine. Run with me, because I know too many bitter men who might have some damn short obituary.